Okay, well, good morning, everyone. How are we today? As you can probably tell, I am here by my lonesome. It is in fact the two crazy guys, one crazy crypto world daily update. However, unfortunately, poor Chris has come down with the man flu. Well, I don't know if it's a man flu, but it's not good. I spoke to him last night, and the poor old guy is not feeling real good at all. So I said, "Don't worry, man. Just put your feet up, take it easy, and I'll see if I can do this alone." So I'm hoping that the feed is coming through and that everything is working as expected, and hopefully we can impart a little bit of knowledge across to you today, and give you that daily update and see how we're going. So as we look into the world of crypto today and look at what's happening actually in the market space. So we've got, look, we actually have a little bit of red today. Well, not a little bit, we've got a lot of red, let's be real. This isn't, but look, this is what happens in the crypto world, right? Crypto goes up, crypto goes down. That's what happens. So in the last 24 hours, Bitcoin's dropped another 3.8%. We're down, sitting around 10,600 US dollars. But look, it's still holding above 10k, which is good. That's what we want to see. Ethereum's been hammered a little bit, actually, dropped 10% in the last 24 hours, and it's sitting at about 238. XRP's dropped to 3.7. Litecoin's dropped 8.9%. It's dropped under the 100, interestingly enough. Litecoin's holding at about $90 US dollars. Bitcoin Cash has dropped 8.3%. Binance Coin's dropped 4.3%. EOS has dropped 8.9%. Tether Wallet's stablecoin, it's not going anywhere. Bitcoin SV still in the top 10, mind you. I don't know how that coin is still in the top 10, but it's dropped 10%. And Tron's rounding out our top 10 with a drop of 5.6% for the day. Looking across the week as well, the last 7 days, it hasn't been real good for the crypto markets in the last 7 days. Bitcoin's probably performed, just looking across the top 10, it's performed the best of all of them, having only dropped 6%, 6.5%. Across the top 10, we've had some pretty big drops. And of course, Bitcoin SV dropping the most at losing 31% in the week. And like I said, with all the news going on with Craig Wright, it's interesting how that is still even in the top 10 from my perspective. But anyway, so we've had some decent pullbacks, and some might say, well, that's a bit of a disaster. But look, the reality is, we had a good run this year. We've had some really good gains across most of the market, especially for Bitcoin, of course. It's led the way, and it has meant that we need some cooling off. And if we look at our total market cap as it stands right now, we have dropped back under 300 billion. So, but look, if you consider that at the start of the year we were just over 100 billion, we're still almost triple where we were at the start of the year. So if we look at the longer term trend, things are still looking okay. We're having a bit of pullback, and that is to be expected. So if I clean this mess up here, hang on, and make things a bit tidier. So we can see here, sorry, I'll just make this a bit cleaner and tidier on the 1 day chart. So looking back, this is going back to February, and looking at the chart now, this is for Bitcoin. And look, it's we had that big rise up from June, and now we're just having a little bit of a pullback. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens over the coming over the coming weeks and seeing what's going to happen. Let's just have a look at the weekly chart. So as you can see from, this is the weekly charts on a longer term view. We can see that nice big pull up that we had from about June, May, June onwards. And now she's sort of consolidating a little bit, and we'll see if it holds the 10. We're hoping obviously that it will, and there seems to be a lot of buying happening in the low 10s, and so that support seems to be holding quite well for the moment, but we will see how it goes. Now on to some more interesting news. Look, as an Australian, I try to follow some of the Australian companies, and this is one company that I've been trying to follow, is called My Crypto Wallet. Now, unfortunately, we had an email come out from My Crypto Wallet not that long ago, and I shall bring this over so everyone can hopefully see this. So the message from My Crypto Wallet says that they rely on third-party partners to provide us with the services we offer to our users today. From our deposit technology to our crypto cards, we have always offered a transparent marketplace. That has always been our mission, to benefit traders and make it easy entering into the cryptocurrency space. Sadly, our deposit technology partners ignored calls from our CEO regarding users' deposits that hadn't cleared to My Crypto Wallet's bank account. We received a response from our deposit technology partners after business hours on Friday the 5th of July, which was the termination of their contract, which left My Crypto Wallet at a substantial loss. Due to this loss, we will be discontinuing our My Crypto Card program, and our withdrawals will be limited over the next few weeks until we're able to clear this issue. So they've got limited hours on their support. So I'm not sure if anyone out there is currently using My Crypto Wallet. I used them, and because I was quite interested in their card facility. And interestingly enough, I did. Luckily, I didn't have a lot of money on there, but I wanted to test it out and see how it worked. And the card still worked, so I used it over the weekend actually, and bought some bit of groceries with it at my local Woolworths, because there was still some money left on it, and it still worked, and so that's fine. But I'm waiting to see what happens. I do still have some money on that exchange. So again, not a lot of money, because as I say to everyone, don't leave all your money on the exchanges. And this is a good example of why. While it doesn't look like there's any issues to the exchange itself, it seems to be from that email that it's purely just the card, what they call the My Crypto Card facility, which is what they were offering people, and this was it here. And so I actually did get one, and look, for the most part it worked fine. And it just enabled a way for us to spend money using our cryptocurrencies. But unfortunately, they have been in some battles with their payment providers for some time, and it looks like that hasn't been resolved. Though I am a bit disappointed in My Crypto Wallet for not updating their website. I was having a look through this morning, and unfortunately there's nothing in their news section. If you go to their homepage, there is nothing there that gives us any indications that there's an issue with the crypto wallet. So guys, I think that's a bit poor. You should be advising people that is not an option, or that there is in fact problems with that space. So if you are looking at that, definitely hold off. Don't be going and ordering your My Crypto card, because chances are it's not going to happen. So another big news, and this is something I talked about right at the beginning when we first heard about Facebook's Libra coin, was the fact that they're going to have a massive battle with the regulators, and which comes back to one of my key points around what I consider true cryptocurrencies, and that is its decentralized nature. Let's face it, Facebook is not decentralized, and as much as the white paper talks about decentralizing the Libra coin, it is not decentralized. And this is a number of the comments that have actually come out from a number of regulators and governments around the world just proves the point, because they're now pointing their finger firmly at Facebook and saying, "Please explain what's going on. What are you going to do?" And there's a lot of talk about how do we stop them, because they are very much concerned about their sovereign currencies. And the fact that the Libra coin could in fact take over some of these sovereign currencies. So in light of that, we now see an article here that apparently a bill has been drafted that's entitled "Keep Big Tech Out of Finance," which is really interesting, and so that's they're hoping to submit that to the House of Reps there in the US. But some of the comments that have been noted from this document was that a large platform utility may not establish, maintain, or operate a digital asset that is intended to be widely used as a medium of exchange, unit of account, store of value, or any other similar function as defined by the Board of Governors of the Federal Reserve System. So that's pretty broad and definitely targeting any tech company that's going to try and, as I said, take over any sort of sovereign monetary value. And they specifically attack Facebook in particular, and obviously they want to discredit Facebook's ability to look after our finances in some way. And one of the things that Representative Waters, and Maxine Waters has been pretty critical of Facebook. And so one of her comments was that given the company's troubled past, I'm requesting that Facebook agree to a moratorium on any movement forward on developing a cryptocurrency until Congress and regulators have the opportunity to examine these issues and take action. And so she's definitely about bringing Facebook back in to be questioned around how the Libra coin is going to operate. And what that may mean, for them. But it's going to be really interesting to see how that plays out. I think, to be honest, it's really good from the cryptocurrency industry as a whole, because Facebook's going to be the target, right? So all these governments and regulators will actually be targeting Facebook around this Libra coin, because they've got someone to actually target, as opposed to Bitcoin, where there is no one they can target. And that is one of the strengths of Bitcoin and any Bitcoin-like cryptocurrencies that are truly decentralized, isn't that there is no one single entity that can be targeted or questioned or any of the like. So that's going to be interesting. And Japan as well, looking into the impact of Facebook's Libra ahead of the G7. So no doubt there's going to be lots of discussions with the G7 finance ministers meeting. I think that's coming up in July. Where is that here? In Chantilly, France, 17th, 18th of July. So that's coming up in next week. So that's going to be really interesting to see what discussions or what does actually come out of that discussion as well. So, all right. Well, I think that might just do us for today's update. Hopefully, Chris, the other half of the Two Crazy Guys, will be feeling a little bit better tomorrow, and we'll be back on deck. But if not, never fear. I will come and do my best and give you your daily update. All right, folks. Have fun and have a crazy old day, as I'm sure you probably will. And keep smiling. All right. Thanks. Bye.